Okay, watch this, you guys. Coco shows off for Duncan. When my daughter would come to visit, she'd bring Duncan. And you all know that Coco gets obsessed with other things that don't belong to her. She loved Duncan. Every time my daughter would come, Coco would show off for Duncan. Look at her now. And you've seen my lives at night, how Coco tries to get at Duncan's cage. Anyways, my daughter would come visit, and then Duncan would sit in the carrier for the weekend. And Coco was obsessed. Honestly, she screamed and screamed and screamed. She wanted to be with Duncan. And Duncan, like all the other birds, they're oblivious to what Coco's doing. She's trying so hard to get her attention and to dance. I think Coco was just trying to teach her to dance. Look at her. She's so silly. I talked often how Coco does things to get attention. And she'll even do it with a bird, like a small bird at that. Duncan seems interested in Coco now, like when Coco's on her swing in the other room, Duncan looks up at her. It would be cute if they were friends, but Coco could seriously injure Duncan. Duncan's doing much better now. She doesn't have her collar on, and she hasn't been squealing, pulling her feathers out, so that's really good. It's hard to watch that. When I was cleaning the bird room this weekend, I saw all this feathers that have been pulled out, stuck to the wall. This is Coco's extreme showing off. She was inconsolable. Look, so I had to have her beside Duncan because I couldn't handle her spoiled temper tantrums. So for her to be safely with Duncan, I would put her in a carrier beside Duncan. Duncan doesn't seem to mind. She's fine with the company. But isn't that Coco just so funny? She knows what belongs to Duncan, and she is so jealous of whatever it is. It's like she wants a piece of Duncan, and the only piece of Duncan she can get is one of her things. Be it a bowl or a special treat or her types of food. I should put them in a cage together like that again. I think here I've got Duncan in a carrier beside her because Coco just wouldn't settle down unless she had Duncan. Duncan is a cockatiel and Coco is a cockatoo. Coco's about 10 years older than Duncan, maybe even more. Coco just wants to be friends with everybody. She would really benefit from a friend or someone she could sit with. But she's just too aggressive, and I don't think there's anyone in the house she could sit with. She can sit with Cookie.